Oh, we know that music by now. Carbon County leaders today announcing 220 new jobs coming to that area. The added jobs will give a much-needed boost because of the decrease in coal mining jobs over the last few years. And tonight, the state is hoping to put even more residents back to work with a job fair.
One of the things we've constantly heard on our Road to Understanding series is how rural Utah needs help with jobs, which is why the state is now taking action. News specialist Alex Cabrero is live at the job fair tonight. And Alex, this is just one of many stops, we understand.
That's absolutely right. You know, this is the Rural Jobs Tour. It's a directive from the governor to visit Utah's 25 rural counties. And as you mentioned, this is the job fair happening in Price right now. Now, the goal is to help businesses create 25,000 jobs by the year 2020. Carbon County was hit hard when coal production dramatically decreased. In fact, a lot of counties that produce energy have had challenges. But we found one company in oil-rich Uinta County that is doing better now than ever because it adapted.
There's a good chance this looks like any other factory to you.
This is for Weatherford.
But for Troy Meyer, there's a certain amount of pride he feels just walking through here.
It's a humbling experience when you look back and see where you've come from.
Meyer is the CEO of Superior Drilling Products in Vernal, a company that designs and makes oil field drilling tools.
We can walk through here and see some of the innovative products.
Business is going very well right now, which would have been hard to predict if you knew how bad things were just a few years ago.
It was extremely tough. You know, a lot of jobs lost.
Superior went from 104 workers to about 35 during the recent recession.
When the downturn did hit, you know, you're laying off people you're very close to. And so that's a toughie. And we're trying to make a commitment to not have to lay off ever again.
They're back to around 60 workers now because business is a lot better. Not because domestic oil is back, but because they found new customers.
World Trade Center has done a great job in opening our eyes to what's available outside of the U.S.
They were hurting, and we were grateful for the opportunity to work with them.
Derek Miller is the CEO of World Trade Center Utah, whose goal is to connect Utah companies to overseas markets, like they did for Superior Drilling.
Primarily in the Middle East, now having one of their most successful years ever.
That story is a big reason why World Trade Center Utah is teaming up with the state of Utah on a statewide rural jobs tour. They're visiting 25 rural counties in Utah with the goal of helping local businesses create 25,000 rural jobs by 2020.
85% of the population live along the Wasatch Front in Utah. 85% of our businesses are along the Wasatch Front. But that doesn't mean we can forget the other 15% of our population.
Expanding markets overseas is one way to help. The other is to see if businesses already along the Wasatch Front might be willing to move some operations to other parts of the state.
IHC, for example, just said, hey, we got a bunch of these customer service jobs that we can't fill. We're going to look at moving those elsewhere, and they have 70 new jobs in Ephraim right now.
Lieutenant Governor Spencer Cox says along the Wasatch Front right now, there are more jobs than people. But in rural Utah, there are more people than jobs.
20 jobs in Paiute County is like 2,000 here on the Salt Lake Valley. So it doesn't take a lot to make a big difference there.
Plus, taking a look at rural areas could help some Wasatch Front business owners find the workforce they're looking for.
So we're just trying to take a little bit of that success that we're seeing on the Wasatch Front and have it trickle down to some of our other counties.
That business expertise helped Superior Drilling survive and hire more workers in rural Uinta County. The plan is to copy that success statewide.
Since we started doing that, it was a year and a half ago, our business has really turned around.
Now, those business connections are a big part of this rural jobs tour. Lieutenant Governor Cox told me accomplishing this goal will not be easy and it won't happen overnight, but you have to start somewhere. This tour and job fair that he's a part of right now, they are just the beginning. Now, today it's in Carbon and Emery counties. Tomorrow it will be in Grand and San Juan counties with Juab, Millard, and other counties planned for sometime next month. David Ashley.
Well, glad to hear it's reaching people all over the state with jobs, and they need that for sure. Alex, thank you. Well, our